exactly. Like if he's passes close enough to me to do it that way, then that is the ideal scenario.
Cool.
Yes. So welcome back, everybody, to the final hour here of today's Burning Crowns game. So let's talk about this duel.
See, now my lighting is bit appropriate.
Yeah.
This is me in the tree,
It was all appropriate timing.
Spooky.
That's good to know, though. Slight Quills mentions, by the way, in chat, if you're, how we were talking about how throwing is really hard to get, the kid life path in the village subsetting has throwing. So, be a kid in the village.
So underused.
Yeah.
There are some really good, like, you can only take this as your second life paths that are very subtly powerful.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So you are still stealthed, technically. I think you hear the sounds of a set of footprints kind of like breaking through like the dirt and brush coming nearby. I think you see it. I think you see a humanoid shape kind of investigate what got killed in the portcullis dropping.
Yeah. That is so super him.
Yeah.
Does he got ridiculous antlers on right now, or is?
Yeah, no, I think you see the antlers and the shape. It's like I crouch down near this creature. It's looking for any signs of like you doing any damage to it, essentially, right?
I keep the crossbow trained on him, and I observe him. And if I believe that the illusion is broken or whatever, like if he's going to make a break for it, I might take a shot. But what I'm hoping for is for him to continue deeper into this trap.
Yeah. So like you have your eye on him. This is like the middle of the night, right? Or like late night.
The sun's about to come up, is how you described it.
Yeah.
So it's the darkest before dawn.
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't see any signs that you did any damage to this thing, right? So it's going to get up but like your fire is still like crackling or whatever.
Yeah, he hears that like around the corner or whatever. So
yeah. So I think he's going to go around to like the southern wall, and kind of like stealth in. So I think there needs to be a roll here of whether or not. So you're stealthy now. The question is, do I make a test for him to observe you?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay.
The only thing that can contest his stealth is observation or perception, failing that.
Okay.
So it should be an OB4 test. This guy probably has fade, I guess, but you might want to save it for.
He does have fate.
But he's probably going to be in a fight soon, so you might want to save that.
Oh wait, I hate that my macro I have to put all my dice in at once. So hold on. So it's 4 plus 2 plus 1 for Nightwise.
Classic Nightwise.
Yeah, I need Nightwise. Everyone needs Nightwise.
It's not open-ended.
You need both Daywise and Nightwise.
It got 3. I'm gonna spend a fate here to get 4. Can I?
Oh!
A tie.
Tie goes to the defender.
Tie goes to the defender.
Unless this guy has a I always spot things. If he has a trait.
He does have a call-on trait for this.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
No, this is also why. No, this is it's the thing.
He's burned up a character.
No, yeah. So,
he's a hunter.
He's given. No, I mean, revealing a little bit here. No, he's gifted this trait.
Oh, okay.
We'll let him break ties here.
But what about all the hard work that I put into this? Sorry, it's just one of my traits. I'm just.
It's not even a call on.
but is he going to break it in his favor, or is he going to get that sweet extra fate point for breaking it in?
Yeah.
In the other's favor?
No, he's going to break it in his favor, but I guess then what this looks like then is the beginning of the fight, right?
Well, because is it that he sees that my suit of armor is just a pile of armor, or does he see me? Either way, I pull the trigger, to try and get the drop on him. Still.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think that he's coming along the sides or whatever, and he's his hands on this old wall, and he's getting over so he's walking around the other side, to get to where the rubble is. And that's when you can have a shot on him, and I think at that moment, you're ready to shoot.
There was a gust of wind that blows the cloak off.
Yeah.
And it's just a pile of armor, and his eyes go wide for a moment, and I pull the trigger.
And he sees you, and you pull the trigger. He goes to shoot, and I guess so you resolve this through speed first.
So if he's
just range and cover, we just start range and cover now.
I mean, if Onen's just gonna take one shot and then charge, we probably should just do a fight.
Okay.
So the way I would have this play out, since the guy succeeded in his observation test, I would have it just basically be the equivalent as if he had scripted avoid and Onen had scripted shoot. In
for the
fight,
first one,
it would just be crossbow versus speed, and his speed will minus the crossbow successes.
I like that.
That's really
and then just go right into the fight.
Aaron, did you say something about that?
Yeah, I said that was really legit.
Okay, that's a legit way of doing it. All right.
Okay.
I've been I dealt with a bow versus sword fight yesterday, and so I have some ideas on how to run that better than I did yesterday.
What is what is the base skill of crossbow, by the way?
Crossbow.
No, the base skill
root?
of crossbow.
Probably is it not perception cross agility?
Probably agility or just
it's probably cross.
Go have a look.
I'll find out.
It's agility, but
I'm looking it up. Let's see who wins.
Does he gain advantage on this, or does he gain a die advantage of this because of cover of any kind?
Sounds like he's out of cover and I'm in cover.
You could say he can. It's completely up to you.
Yeah, it's from the description.
I feel from the description he has a quarter cover from the wall that he's coming around on.
Agility.
All right,
okay,
agility.
Okay.
Yeah, so you could just say he gets an extra die to his versus test.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. All right.
So is it versus or just against his speed?
It's versus his speed.
It's versus his speed.
He's gonna roll his speed. You're gonna roll his crossbow. His successes subtract.
I'd like to call on some things here.
Okay.
I would like to call on having the high ground, being up in a tree.
Okay, that's very rare.
I would like to call on the observation skill, in that I've been following him this whole time with my eyes and my crossbow, ready to take the shot.
I have a comment for this. So maybe you just take an extra die to simulate, you're essentially taking a shot with a crossbow here.
Yeah.
We could say you get an extra die for aiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is something you can script too. So.
Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah, because you've been waiting in ambush and stuff, and you've been following him as you said. That was aiming.
I would like to fork tactics with this whole elaborate setup in the first place.
Seems.
Okay. Yeah. And then I'm gonna spend a couple Earth on it. Why not?
Do you have persona?
Yeah, a couple of persona. I've got 7 persona.
What?
Yeah.
Just dunk him.
So
That's so much persona.
I'm only spending 2 on the crossbow shot.
You can add up to 3.
I can add up to 3, but I'm saving that for the big sword. The big sword attack. Anyway.
One punch!
Oh,
Well,
I was waiting.
Gonna re-roll that with fate too.
All right. Oops. He's gonna spend.
So 7 successes against his 2 successes.
3
Against his
successes.
3 successes.
Okay, so
You have
essentially
3 successes left over to add. Or move.
correct. So basically, what will happen here is he gets hit with the crossbow bolt.
Okay.
So Eric, as the person getting hit, gets to declare where he wants to get hit. The reason
No, not with a ranged weapon. With a ranged weapon, always center mass.
okay, so in that case, so your ranged weapon always starts hitting the chest.
So it starts at the chest.
And then you
And
get
you
D6, right?
Yeah, you can use your successes to. So one success you can use to get a +1 on your die, and then the other 2 successes can be allocated to moving the shot. 2 successes to move from chest to head, and 1 success to move to the arms. The reason why you might want to do that is because.
What about the legs?
Yep, arms or legs.
Here's what you could also do. You could also spend the extra successes on adding to your die of fate for determining IMS.
Yeah, that's
What is
right.
it?
That's the one I was thinking of it. That's
You guys
that's
have
damage.
lost me so much. I have not done a fight yet in Burning Wheel. You are saying acronyms and talking about spending dice. Can we please walk through this slowly? It hits. It starts at the chest. I have 3 extra successes that I can start to do things with.
Yes.
Let's go through them.
What's your crossbow?
What's my crossbow?
Yeah, what kind? Is it a heavy? Is it a light? What are we looking at?
My crossbow is a it's a heavy crossbow.
Heavy crossbow.
God, you're gonna kill this guy.
So what you can do with a heavy crossbow is you can spend, you can upgrade your, you can add to the attack, right? You will roll a die of fate. If you roll 1 to 2, you will do an incidental hit. If you roll 3 to 4, you will do a mark hit. If you roll 5 to 6, you will do a superb hit.
Correct.
You can spend the leftover successes from your attack to add to the roll for the IMS.
Okay, so that means I could spend all 3 to get +3, and then even a 1 is a 4.
Let me double check that because I don't know if you can do it 3 times.
It's worth checking.
Yes, it is worth checking. Because if I can just lay this guy out, why not?
No, definitely, because you also get 3 VA with your heavy crossbow, which means
I think
You automatically strike the chest. You can move a target location. You can spend extra successes to move a location. It costs 1 success to hit arms or legs, 2 to hit the head.
No, here it is. Successes over the obstacle with a missile or thrown weapon that are not allocated to aiming give a bonus to the die of fate roll. One extra success gives a +1 to the die of fate. Doubling the obstacle gives +2 to die of fate. Tripling the obstacle is +3.
Okay, that sounds like +3 then, and that's it.
Well, no,
Or I can move it.
because the obstacle is his successes, which is 3 successes.
Oh, so I can only add 1.
Right. So you can use 1 success to get a +1, and then use 2 successes to move it.
No, isn't the ob 3? And you have 3 successes. You could double the obstacle. You put all 3 for a +2, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Seems legit. You could strike him in the chest for a superb hit.
Okay, I will +2 the die of fate then, and I don't have any other way to. Then I can't do anything else.
Let me tell you that.
But don't worry, dude. It's gonna be pretty bad. It's gonna be pretty brutal.
If you hit him with this, his armor is probably going to be paper against a VA of 3. So.
Okay, so I roll a 1d6 +2 is what I do next.
Yep.
8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy hell!
Okay, so
That's a severe wound, my friend.
he's gonna have does he have armor, Eric?
Yes.
So
He rolls his armor against an ob 4 because it's a VA of 3.
Why is it a VA? Oh, here it is. Versus armor. Mechanics are described in the armor and shields chapter. Thanks, Luke.
Thanks.
Heavy
So the
crossbow
way
has
this functions is he rolls his armor rating, and he needs to accrue 4 successes to absorb this hit.
Where is the leather? Where's leather armor?
Leather armor cannot roll that many successes, but
Leather armor can't roll that many successes,
So
so
it has leather armor in the chest is 3 dice. So 3 dice in the chest, but as it is a roll, it's subject to fate as well. So he could technically fate it to absorb it.
Okay, so he rolls 3 dice here.
He probably should fate this because otherwise he's going to take a B13 wound.
Well, I can fate. And I
One
will spend
success.
my
He gets
my fate.
2 6s in a row? No way.
don't say no way. Never say no way.
All right,
Nope.
2 successes. So that's a failure.
So he takes a B13 wound.
Yep.
Yeah, so he takes a B13 wound. Okay, how the fuck?
I don't care how bad it is. I drop the crossbow, drop out of the tree, and I am charging him with my sword. Like I haven't even stopped to see how bad it is. So you can describe him lying dead in a pool of his own blood if you want, but I'm not taking any chances.
Yeah, he staggers down. Okay. Let me look at what that looks like then. He took
There's
a-
no way he survives a B13 wound.
yeah, immediately.
So
He
severe
spends a
wound-
persona and says,
Severe-
"Hey, get wrecked."
Well, no,
severe
because
wound
he's
gives him a 3
Well,
dice.
yeah, I'm here to take his head, so I don't care. Like he can spend a persona all he wants. With him unconscious, there, it's gonna be real easy to take his head.
his persona would just like keep him from dying anyway. It wouldn't
Yeah.
keep him in the fight.
Oh, here we go. So let's see. So I have to look at physical tolerances, right?
Yeah.
So the NPC has. If I have a B9 for severe, what does this mean?
Your B9 is severe. That means that your B10 is mortal, which means that he is dead.
Yeah, this is unless this guy, like, to give you a frame of reference, Eric, the character Yoni I made with 7 power and 5 fort, he had a B13 mortal wound.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, it says a B11 is a mortal wound. So he's
Yeah.
dying. So you shot him and he's dying now.
He's
You
dead.
shot him
I'm
and
still
he-
charging.
Well, no, is he dead? Is he instantly killed, or is he like?
So
It's your discretion.
if he has a fate point, if he has a persona, he could technically use the same. If you allow it, he can use the same rules as a player character and spend a persona to not die, but be fighting death. But he's very much down and out.
And then I
Yeah.
can come up and take his head. So anyway, I'm charging him. Oh, and I find him just dead in a pool of his own blood,
He's,
or gurgling in a pool of his own blood.
Yeah, he's gurgling in the pool, clutching the wound in his heart. Blood.
I'm surprised you saw me. I say.
He's,
as
he's
I-
not.
I-
No,
I
no,
see
like
my-
he's like shock dead, right? Like he can't even do
Can't
anything.
talk.
He's just like, yeah, like as the last moments are going away, he's
Not
fucking
even some-
instantly dead.
So I lean over him and I say, "Not even some final words."
Yeah, nothing. Like it's silent. You just the ground. I think there's just like I think some like crows or something like fly away, and that's it.
Where'd you get the heavy crossbow from? That weapon is badass.
Character
Yeah.
creation.
Wreck that stuff. So strong. Superb.
Oh no, I forgot.
What? No, keep going.
You fucked up the blessing of the crossbow.
Maybe it shatters now.
Well, technically, I fucked up the blessing of the crossbow wielder.
I feel
yeah.
like having the crossbow just like rot away into dust right now would be pretty dank. He's in his moment of his greatest triumph, and the work of civilization fails him.
Well, after he
I think that your crossbow breaking is not unreasonable.
I did fucking just drop it out of a tree.
Yeah.
All right, it broke.
Rock solid.
So
Oh, that's perfect too, because you won't know. You won't have any idea whether it's just a rock or whether it was God.
It
Yeah,
takes a nasty, Interestingly
anyway,
enough, the example from the book about mortal wounds is exactly the situation. Huh. Well.
so why don't we go to ending, and then I can talk about like returning his, like doing stuff with his body. Like we would want to do bits and get out of here at 5. We don't want to. I'm gonna do some pretty dramatic stuff, so we want to save that for next week.
Okay, as you're over the body of the Stag Lord?
Yeah.
That you just fucking one-shot?
Yeah, that I just one-shot.
Yeah. Okay.
Bits!
Alright, let's do some bitteronis. Alright, who do you think, who here earned some experience? Why? AP, you look very pissed right now.
What? Piss? No, I'm reading chat. I'm catching up on it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, let's start with our new employee. Let's start with Mason.
All right, so I figure my first belief is about like coming in here, getting a roof over my head, making sure I have food on the table and get coin in my pocket. I haven't done that, but I played to pursue that.
Yeah,
so
you absolutely played to towards that. Fate for sure.
I would almost say the exact opposite. When given the chance to come talk to me, he rode off on a horse in the other direction.
Yeah, that's true.
But
true.
No, but he showed off his magic for us.
Which he wouldn't have done. He wouldn't have done it.
The AP has a very legit point. I did do that. I elected to not pursue the belief in that moment. I did I drove towards this belief, but I invoked my curious trait to like forestall this and do something else. So I figure I did that to earn fate for my belief, and then fate for my trait.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, I think that's fair for both of those then. But but keep in mind though, if in the future, because I don't have a list of everyone's traits, I should just copy that into my design document. Let me know when you're doing that.
Sure.
If it's intentional.
Yeah. Right. I am gonna call attention to some times when I did that in this game too. So there was Tale and Songs are filled with the folly of those who carry the weight of the world alone. Making friends with the hunters. I did not do that, and I did not pursue it yet. So nothing for that.
No.
Then unveiling the secrets of this place. I did pursue that. I elected to go with Onan to observe the Nile marshes instead of doing the other belief thing.
Mm-hmm.
So. I think I should take belief for that. Then there is always accept a worthy task, which I did. I took it upon myself to do. Yeah. Always lash out before backing down. I don't think I really did that.
No.
You had an opportunity to do it and chose not to.
Yeah. And if I fail, blame it on something else. Didn't come up. I have the
fail.
Yeah, I have the traits extremely respectful of one's betters that I invoked, but didn't get me in trouble and didn't really change the story. I invoked arrogant when I was talking to Demetrius because I decided to stare back at him and be like, no, sorcery is not just demonstrated, friend. And in return, Count Swan was unsheathing his weapon and being like, what do you say we change that?
Yeah, that's a good point. That did take things in a different direction. I like that. Fate for that. You're in a lot of fate today.
Yeah, I think so. So, and I wanted to say risk taker, but I don't think that's justifiable. Not yet.
Not yet. No, everything you did was pretty calculated. Not, yeah.
So, yeah.
Cool.
So 1 for curious, arrogant, always accept a worthy task, and the 2 beliefs, so 5.
Cool. How about Sir Onan?
Hi. Deed, please.
Deed would be reserved for defeating the bandits, not for killing a man in the woods.
Even
accomplishing something greater than yourself.
You even said that he had fucking magic powers. And I just beat him in his own home turf. Eric hinted at it, and I destroyed him. I have beliefs set up for it.
But deeds are purpose.
Thrain says that you are the blade in the world of the soapstones. The bandits have not impressed me, but the Stag Lord has. He will be my soapstone. He is dead at my feet.
Yeah, so persona.
Deed, please.
I feel like not a deed, but I feel like you should get like extra persona for either MVP or embodiment or something like that. At this
Possibly.
point,
What does it take to get a deed?
Deeds are for
I'll tell you what, how you could
accomplishments
get a deed in this
beyond your.
situation. If you had done this in this situation, this would have been deed worthy. If you had a clear beat on him and been like, I could kill this motherfucker right now, and you had elected to like put down your crossbow and be like, wait, hold, and talk to him, and worked out how you could cooperate to coexist, or you had joined him, that would be completely circumventing your own goals while achieving something greater than yourself, which is a deed, instant deed.
The deed is when
deeds are hard, man. Deeds are like advanced.
I just 1v1 this guy in his own turf when he had advantage.
This is-
I'm like,
Yeah, you did exactly what was expected of you, and you get rewarded with a bunch of fucking persona.
Okay.
You get showered with persona.
Okay.
Right,
The best
because-
example I've heard of deeds comes from Dealer Umbra, who I think is in chat right now, which is it's when Bilbo takes the Arkenstone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something that's completely unexpected, something that completely changes the framework of the world and the way the history is set up, and like is counter to his goals in the moment, but will totally change everything. That's the deed.
Yeah. You can achieve like a deed for still aiming for your goals. It just has to be bigger than yourself. So let's say you eradicated banditry in the green belt, making it cultivable and livable. A lot of
That
settlers.
would be deed worthy.
Okay. All right.
It's hard. We never actually talked. We never really spoke about what a deed is early on because that was so far down the road as someone learning Burning Wheel that is like the next thing to start understanding.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, you say I got more than one persona?
Oh,
For
you
that?
will be getting way more persona. Well, let's just go through the list, okay?
All right. So first one, draw first blood for the cause. Done. The second one, not really came up at all. Nothing. Hubris of the Stag Lord. I will show him how a Goromite overcomes adversity. Persona. And then the Stag Lord is my soapstone persona. Then that's it. I really need new instincts because while they actually represent Sir Onan's instincts, they never, ever, ever, ever come up.
They help you sometimes.
I mean, they have how I've played him, and he's not judged books by their cover, and he's meditated on the word of Gorham, and he's taken charge when others hesitate. But they
why
never...
not? Why don't you just keep playing him like that, and then add things down there that get you experience?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm already doing that, and doing that doesn't ever create any.
Well, that's because this is the double-edged sword of instincts. A good instinct that helps you benefits you by helping you by doing the thing that fictionally lets you do with that instinct moment. Like that's the advantage of having a good instinct. But then having one that's troubling gives you experience. So it's like, what do you do, right? It's the same thing with traits. It's like, yeah, of course, like you have that trait. The benefit is that you have that trait. Like the benefit is that you can apply it in a certain circumstance, like call on traits, right? Like I follow what the Codex said about call on traits, not awarding any experience for it, because a call on trait is a reward in its own self. That calling on to break a tie and that stuff like that is already powerful enough. Character traits are what earn you fate.
All right. So that's it for me then.
Yeah.
I did some stuff. This is going to be up to Eric whether this is Fate or Persona, but defending the walls, defending civilization, I will ensure the bandits are no longer able to enforce their agenda. Been working on that for a long time. I helped in the preparations to get this guy killed. Are the bandits able to enforce their agenda without their leader?
That's something we're going to find out next week.
Yeah, we're going to find out next week. So Fate.
All right.
Because I'm just gonna say this right here now because nothing's gonna change my mind. I'm taking his body back to the bandits. I'm going to give them the body back, so we're going to see what happens. We're going to have a front row seat to find out exactly how they respond to his death. I am giving it back minus the head though, because somebody owes me full plate.
Yeah, that's going to be an expensive purchase and a badass suit of armor. That could have saved the Stag Lord if he had 6 dice of armor instead of 3.
Yeah. Well, bandits can't afford that shit.
True.
Also, it would have been very loud and very drowny out in the marshes.
Correct. Belief 3, I will feel out this newcomer. If his magics are real, they could be of use in what is to come.
That's pretty significant. You very did that.
I pushed really hard. I really was worried that Swan was about to stop me from getting the persona and stop the demonstration of the magic, but he only made it better for me, so I appreciate that. Instincts didn't get me in trouble. Traits, I'd say faithful came into play. I would say that ambitious came into play. And then vested as well in my dealings with the Abadarians. But if only if you want to say that it's either faithful or vested, I could understand that too.
But none of those took the game in an interesting direction.
You don't think so? You don't think like?
I think they did exactly what they were expected to do. Am I wrong? Am I the only one who sees it that way?
I mean, for faithful, like it definitely got us in trouble because it broke his crossbow. So like,
oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay, that's true. I was thinking about all of the dialogue and everything that was going on at town. I didn't think of the crossbow for that. You're right. You're totally right for that.
But I can see you saying that the other two didn't do it. I guess, ambitious. I had my opportunity to go with the priest when they were like, maybe you're the chosen one. So that was my time to use ambitious. So I guess you're right. I guess just faithful.
Man, how cool would that have been? How much would that have changed the narrative?
What if I am the chosen one?
Maybe I'm the chosen one.
Yeah. You're so busy looking outside, you didn't check inside yourself. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. Who else we got? Ronald?
Yo, I think I got persona for my Abadarian belief, which I immediately challenged and then challenged repeatedly.
Did you resolve it though?
I mean, yes, I looked in that book and found out what I could learn and was like, listen, this is what's in that book, guys. Here we go. I'm reading from it right here. I'm going to tell you what's in that book.
Okay, so you didn't get anything for your first belief.
Yeah, nope. I didn't get to leave the fort.
Yeah, I think you resolved that because you got a pretty significant impression, right?
Yep.
Of what's at stake. Okay. Oleg, you work towards it, right? You set up a
fate, and I would like to take fate for Imperius when the priests, the auditors were like, "We're in charge here," and I'm like, "No, shut up! I'm in charge here."
Yeah, that was interesting.
That's me.
Well,
I'm in charge here.
Yeah, not only that's one of those lines where that's such an interesting trait where like that's like expected of Imperius, but it's also
I'm kind of
like
getting confused with this is obviously what it does,
but I took it in a different direction than just being like, oh, I'm part of the the church hierarchy now and I'm learning my place. I was like, no.
Right, but also
how we're doing things.
Also remember that it's not about working contrary to your trait. It's about getting yourself in trouble by invoking your trait or having something change.
I think having the balls to step up to the auditors and do that, I think is an interesting direction. But I can see why that could be also someone could look at this VOD and be like, "What the fuck, Eric? That's super hypocritical." I can fucking see both ways, man. Fuck.
Like doing the things exactly as they have been doing them is sometimes is the right thing, and
because
sometimes
doing things exactly how you're doing them. What if you're doing things exactly how you're doing them, and that causes interesting things to happen? Fuck.
I know, but I don't think it does. It's just him playing Count Ronald Swan as he has.
I mean, I put myself in a difficult situation.
Yeah, you did. You did, and that's why I'm rewarding it for you this time.
Also, there is something interesting about having a cast of priests responding favorably to this guy instead of being like, "We're here to oppose you." Now they're like, "We're here to cooperate," which is
They're kind of here to cooperate. they're like, listen, your ideas sound great, but it's going to take us a while to get funds together, and maybe you should wait until the fighting dies down. Wreckage,
Well, now
my advice to
the
you,
Stag Lord's dead, so.
God damn, what is with you people? Like, oh, the Stag Lord, surely the 40 other bandits will fall apart now that one man is dead. Let's wait and see what they do before we start celebrating.
Yeah, I'm not celebrating.
Absolutely true, but cut off the head and the body will wither.
Yeah, unless it's a Hydra, in which case 2 fucking heads come back.
Oh, no. We're not hailing anything here, okay?
Yeah.
It's not appropriate.
Now,
My
you were
advice to
saying
you, Wreckage, is that your traits, you never roll anything involved with your traits. You act like them, which is great. But you're never like, all right, I'm taking this in a pretty cool way. To put it in another perspective, I would suggest that you talk shit and roll crits, my friend. Talk shit, roll crits. That's where it's at.
All right. Now the next head on my list is.
Didn't you when he one-shotted the boss?
Yeah, I talked shit and I rolled crits and I got persona like everybody else. After risking.
Umber has a point as well. Were you being imperious when? Well, I guess were you being imperious or was Niran being risk taker when it was you were force a sorcerer to cast a spell?
Both? Why not both?
Right.
I don't understand why two different players can't both invoke something.
It doesn't have to be both. I'm just, it's good. It totally could be both. Sorry, I didn't mean to frame it. I didn't mean to frame that sentence like either or, my friend. It could totally be both. I'm sorry.
I feel like Imperious definitely. That, you know what? I feel like Feared could definitely be a put together for that one. I wasn't playing towards it, but he did mention he was sweating quite a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty scary dude.
Anything else?
I got nothing else.
I think that's it, guys. I think we did it, friends. We saved Christmas. So.
By killing a reindeer? What? No.
Are we gonna finish resolving the bandits before we do a trait vote?
I think so. So I think next week we'll resolve some stuff and do trade votes and that kind of stuff. So that'd be fun.
Resource testing at the end of the month?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess this is the start of a month.
Yeah,
right, but we just had a month.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah.
In order for it to be the start of a month, it has to be
a month must end.
Yeah, man,
the clock must reach 12 before it goes to
that as soon as I fucking opened my mouth, I realized that, and I just had I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you know, Eric, that a bowl is most useful when it is empty?
All right. Rein it
I want
in.
to smash that above your head. All right.
A loud Sue stuff going on there.
It's cool. So, AP, who are you? What do you got going on this week? What should people be?
Matter.
You do a lot. No, you do a bunch of streams. Do you have anything cool going on this week that we should know about?
I mean, I have cool stuff all the time. You should probably just watch me constantly.
Okay, that's
What I
reasonable.
got going on. I have a schedule on my Twitch page. I update it daily.
Excellent.
Google my name. You'll find out everything you need to know about me.
Sam, what's up with you, my friend?
Hello. I am on AP's channel playing Mouse Guard on Fridays and on this channel on Sundays. Otherwise, I don't do a lot of streaming, unfortunately. But yeah, follow those places, and if you see me in chat, say what up.
Yeah.
What
wow,
up?
AP, you're right, dude, about that SEO, man. You're literally the entire front page of Google when you search AP Gaming Real.
Yeah.
Every single thing is on point.
I'm very strong SEO.
Hashtag on brand.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't even have to talk about myself because Sam and Wreckage will talk about it instead.
Well, maybe.
Don't do it, Wreckage.
Now you have to resist Wreckage. Roll for hesitation.
Wreckage, who are you?
I'm Dr. Wreckage. I GM and play on other people's channels. I could advertise Arthur here, except I don't do anything on his channel.
Take 1d4 burn damage.
We
I'm
used
way too cold to be affected by burn damage.
Oh.
it'll melt you, motherfucker.
So,
Anyway, I do things on other people's channels. I have a Twitter. Please follow it. I have 89 Twitter followers, which is the lowest number of Twitter followers among anybody who does this in our circle at all. So pure sympathy points. Please follow me.
I mean, if you tell the ladies to follow you like last week, it's some explanation of why that number is so low.
Nobody unfollowed me after last week.
I'm strongly considering it if that kind of behavior continues.
The big thing this week is Fulcrum. So please tune in on Thursday over on Henley's channel, where we are going to be saying goodbye to Kelsa and resolving a player character death. So very, very interesting week. Do join us.
It's Mutant and Masterminds, right?
Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition, where powers are randomly generated at the beginning and then expressed in the system as opposed to statting them out. So you don't get to choose your powers. You got to work with it.
Okay. Niren, anything with
Right.
you?
Yeah. So hi everyone.
Naren?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it right eventually.
Naren, yeah, whatever. It's
Naren.
fine. I recognize that it's totally spelled Naren. Anyway, hi, I'm Daniel, aka Naren, aka Naren, whatever. And I run a YouTube channel called Charisma to AC, where we play Burning Wheel ineptly, and have another campaign going on there where we play Werewolf the Apocalypse and Angst Owl and
Ooh,
pop music in our cars.
World of Darkness.
Yeah, I know. It's
I didn't take you for a World of Darkness, man.
not quite as dark as your webcam right now, but it's there. It's around and near that. So yeah, so that's a channel where we got some stuff going. I've been putting up like there 1 or 2 guide videos there relating to some game mastery stuff, but I mean to put up more in the future. Point is, that's basically the only thing I'm really doing aside from slowly killing myself with a master thesis. So don't expect to see that much in the way of Twitter and so on from me.
Master thesis in sorcery.
Absolutely. Master thesis in sorcery and getting pushed around by people who are born into privilege. That's also a thing I'm very good at, but that's intentional. But yeah, other than that, you can find me here where I'll be returning for more Burning Wheel because this is hilarious and I'm very happy to be here.
Yay, I'm happy to be here too. Have you? That's what I meant to say. My fucking brain, Jesus. Yeah,
Get some sleep,
it's
Eric.
It's super great to have people who know how to play Burning Wheel, and it's not just me, because
Yes.
I don't know any of this.
This week had a lot of rules questions that went much quicker with the presence of Nier and Naren.
Yeah.
Naren.
Yeah,
Niren.
instead of just in chat telling us what to do, it's actually good to have you.
Yeah, without the 30-second delay, his advice is much more useful.
I'm disappointed we didn't get to see a fight with Saronin.
I'm kind of disappointed that I one-shot him,
It was a good plan.
but also I don't, have to worry about the consequences of failure. So,
You need to get worse weaponry. It's that simple.
Yes. Lackeys in chat, does anyone really know how to play Burning Wheel? Yeah, that's a good question. That's
I
a
sure
good way of
fucking
putting it.
don't. I can tell you that.
I can tell you that maybe 1 or 2 people in the world know how to play Burning Wheel, but no one knows how to play Burning Empires.
Yeah, that's true. That's completely true. Yeah, nobody does. Okay, cool.
The trouble I've seen.
I think that's it. I'm Eric. Play more games, right? If you have a chance, man, just play some games. Just play a one shot of something with some people. Do whatever you can. Just play everything. Just keep playing games. It's the best. I love games. Yeah. All right, that's it.
Eric just wants you to have fun.
Take care, everybody.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.